Enterprise security faced challenges in 2022 as the conflict between Russia and Ukraine emboldened cybercriminals and ransomware as a service started to take off. Unfortunately, the World Economic Forum, in Accenture's Global Cybersecurity Outlook 2023 report, predicts that the danger landscape may worsen. According to studies by WEF and Accenture, 93% of cyber leaders and 86% of business leaders believe that the geopolitical unrest throughout the world will most likely result in catastrophic cyber event within the next 2 years. The research also discovered that geopolitical risk was causing businesses to change where they invested, with 49% of business executives and cyber leaders saying they would reevaluate the countries in which their organization does business. More encouraging finding from the study was that firms that include cyber risk into their decision-making are more assured of their cyber resilience and more capable of recovering from attacks. Although it is uncertain whether these predictions of a catastrophic cyber attack will come true, there have been other high-profile breaches in recent years that have gained enough momentum to be regarded as catastrophic. One of the most infamous incidents happened in 2020. 100 businesses and 9 federal agencies were compromised as a result of the SolarWinds supply chain attack. Similarly, the Colonial Pipeline ransomware attack in 2021 compelled the company to close 5,500 miles of pipes. As a result of the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine, the report finds that geopolitical risk is an entry point for the wider conversation between security leaders and business leaders on how cyber threats are changing and how risk might affect business continuity planning. But how does a company protect itself from cyber attacks? By allocating greater funds to defense mechanisms and addressing cybersecurity as a broad concern, organizations may protect themselves from these dangers. Implementing responsive measures, training staff on how to respond, putting recovery plans into place, planning for supply chain instability, and seeking for substitute vendors that can deliver essential services in the case of a disruption are important first steps. Another important result from the study is that many firms struggle to execute the essential measures to reduce the dangers posed by cyber threats. For instance, just 27% of business executives think their companies are cyber resilient, despite the fact that 86% of them think a catastrophic cyber event would happen within the next 2 years, and 43% think an attack will damage their company. This is like saying you're fairly certain water will flood your house and there will be significant damage, but you are pretty sure you are not prepared for it, said Paolo Delson, Accenture security lead. Therefore, if security leaders wish to integrate cyber risk management into top-down decision-making, they must improve internal communication with the board. Gaining more proficiency in converting risk into business outcomes is one method to enhance communication. The research also suggests approaches that businesses might use to address the cyber skills gap. In order to better safeguard the environment, generalists and experts must be used. People think that cybersecurity is something that's highly technical. Yes, some roles require deep technical expertise, but cybersecurity is a vast domain, and making an organization cyber resilient also requires generalist roles that need a broader skill set, from education and awareness to policy writing, governance, and others. We need more people in both the technical and generalist roles, said Bobby Ford, Senior Vice President and Chief Security Officer of Hewlett-Packard Enterprise. Organizations should aim to enhance the flow of cybersecurity talent into the workforce by increasing the talent pool, rather than fighting for a limited cross-section of highly skilled and in-demand cybersecurity specialists. The report advises broadening the narrative about who can work in cybersecurity in concrete ways. This entails empowering and/or teaching people with non-technical backgrounds, as well as those who are not in the educational system and those who are members of marginalized groups, in order to provide them with access to retraining chances through apprenticeships or learning on the job.